Welcome to Crime Time News and Entertainment with a Buzz. The very disturbing video that you just saw is of an incident that took place at the Charles Gard Market that is in Montego Bay. Where we see this vendor was relieving herself, doing a number one right there upon the truck, right in plain view, or at least she thought that she was having some sorts of privacy. But people like them say, the walls have ears, there's always all type of eyes all over the place. And if you remember, about a year or so ago at Hero Circle, Crab Circle, them call it, there was an infamous incident in which a lady, Alice, was caught taking a dump and wiping her ASS right in the stall. We know exactly what happened after that. Crab Circle would never or will never be the same. Pretty much it is finished. So people have said it seems as if this is Alice's sister and she is doing the same thing, relieving herself right in the public. Now people, here's the thing. Whenever you are the handler of any sorts of food, whether are fruits, whether are ground provision, whether you are cooking, whatever it is, hygiene is of paramount importance. However, here's also the very disturbing facts. At most of these facilities, these markets, the pipe, the bathroom, the restroom is not working. It is out of order. That means that the toilet now work. That means that there is no sorts of running water. Most of the time the water is off or the pipe or the tap is just not working. So therefore people are actually stuck between a rock and a hard place. And people, this is no sorts of excuse, because whenever people are conducting business like this, in which people are buying stuff that they have to ingest, then it could cause all sorts of health issue. It is bad for business, and worse, it is bad for your health. And again, not to make any sorts of excuses for this disgusting acts. A lot of times these vendors, they are there by themselves. Them don't have anybody to watch them place. Like me say, sometimes the bathroom, restroom is not working. If them leave the stall for a couple of minutes, they might come back and everything gone, because you can't trust anybody. So like I said, it is a culture of negligence. It is a culture of nastiness. It is a culture that is going to cause a lot of persons to get sick, because the relevant authority are not doing what they are supposed to do. Make facilities that accommodates some sorts of restroom, and also the culture and the mindset of the people. The people them just nasty and disgusting. And this is it, an next perfect example. Point blank and period. In August of 2023, in our place called Walker's Avenue, that is Gregory Park, that is in St. Catherine, residents were woken up to all sorts of loud explosion, pipe sound. Residents run for them life, take what themselves, the people them, buckle bomb the people them place, and when them come out, them start blaze up all sorts of can after them. Fast forward last night, same place. However, this time, them don't know if a dopey gunman or the popo. It was the popo. It seems as if the popo were on some sorts of targeted operation, look for some sorts of wanted men. When they entered some premises, pretty much kicked down the people them door, all sorts of tool at the people them face. I want you to take a look to one resident sharing her experience when the popo pretty much forced himself inside her house. The trauma that she went through along with her family. Take a look, and then I'll give my piece.
We hear when the door kick, boom. Then we hear boom 3 times and kick the door. When they kick the door fly open, everything tear off. So then say, who in here? And me say, me and my daughter. And say, you know, here we are knock on the door. So me say, yeah, we hear the knocking, yes, but you don't identify yourself. So we don't know if it's a police or a soldier or a whosoever out there a come back. So that's why we let on in the house and not see anything. So when we get up and I come out now, we come out, them have we gonna pipe pan way. And my pastor come out and say that my daughter said to them, say, hey, you can't move, you go out of my face, please. And make me come out, and she come out. And the rest police will come in here, they come, them knock your door. Police open it. But if we are there approach me, it seems like it's a robbery or them come for kill. You understand? See, me not gonna open my door for them something here.
Now people, like I said, when it comes to this community, them don't know if a gunman, dopey, or the police. So therefore, they have to take precaution. Based on what this lady is saying, her account of the whole incident, she hear all sorts of licking sound, people like them want to blow down the door, off and puff like the big bad wolf. So therefore, she was not taking any sorts of chances. Maybe them run go hide under the bed because they've seen this all before as late as August of 2023. So therefore, they were not taking any sorts of chances. However, the Popo felt as if they were disrespected because them a knock on the door. However, the thing is that, and this is based on what this lady says, if you come and knock on people's door, you don't have any sorts of warrant, especially 2 a.m. in the morning, crack of dawning, before crack of dawning, then people are going to be paranoid. People are going to act as if they are not there. People are going to act like them DEAD already. However, on the other hand, when it comes to the Popo and these garrison areas, specifically places like Gregory Park, so it becomes a double-edged sword because a whole lot of people are facilitating, hiding these criminal elements, fugitive. And then the Popo are doing their job. Sometimes the Popo are not following the protocols of the JCF. And one thing that I realize is a double standard that the JCF have when it comes to the garrison versus if they go to Cherry Garden or Norfolk or one of those uppity places. They are not just going to take down people's door. They are going to have some sorts of search warrants. When it comes to the garrison, it is a polar opposite. Them lick down people's door, them push gun at people's face, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling. But people, like I've always said, it is not justified. However, desperate times calls for desperate measure. I just wish that there was some sort of standard that is equal for uptown and downtown. However, that is wishful thinking. Point blank and period. We see that national footballer, soccer player Leon Bailey is back on the national team. Now, when most persons are mixed review hear about this, people are going to say, hold on a minute. Them really take back this man after the way that he showed that he is disloyal. After the way that he dissed the program, dissed the coach, dissed the JFF. There's going to always be mixed review. People are going to be pro, people are going to be con. However, the most important criteria as to whether a team takes back a player is the new coach that is controlling, managing the program. Is the other players. Based on what the new coach Steve McLaren from the United Kingdom says, he had several conversations with Leon Bailey. As a matter of fact, he went and visited Leon Bailey when his team Aston Villa was playing Arsenal. And Leon Bailey played like the star that he is. He spoke to him and he told him, listen, the same way that you play for Aston Villa versus Arsenal, that is the same way that I want to see you play for Jamaica. Same amount of effort, 100%. The coach also said that he spoke to all of the players that are in the national program and he asked them, would you like Leon Bailey to come back on the team? And it was 100%. Everybody says, yes, we want him back. He's a good youth. He is a very good player. He makes the team 100% better. So therefore, if you have the approval of the new coach and you have the approval of the players, automatically you should get the approval of JFF. Now, based on what JFF has to say, they contacted Leon Bailey and they told him to write some sorts of letter declaring that, yes, he is available for the team. However, when the coach named his 23-man squad, he named Leon Bailey as one of the players. So therefore, it seems as if the coach's decision has trumped that of the JFF. No need to go through all of the formalities. Now, when Leon Bailey last played for Jamaica, this was about November of 2023. He then wrote a letter, communicated through his agents, and he told them that, listen, I am not going to be available for the national squad. I am taking time off for personal stuff. Pretty much, he was a disgruntled worker. He had problem with the JFF and his policy, as it pertains whenever the players are going to any sorts of match. The type of transportation, sometimes they had to book their own ticket. Sometimes the logistics were not done. So he said he had personal issues that he wanted to deal with. Pretty much he was upset. He was not pleased with the condition, working condition, and he was not pleased with the management of the JFF, which is the organizing body that controlled football or soccer in Jamaica. So therefore, he made himself unavailable. After he made himself unavailable, there were several reports out there saying that, how is it that Jamaica is playing? Jamaica needs help, and this youth have some sorts of party on the night or the same day in which Jamaica was supposed to play. People, I am not saying that it is right. However, if you declare yourself unavailable, that means that you are free to do whatever you so choose. It looks pretty bad. It looks like you are disloyal. It looks like you have some sort of vindictive feeling against a team. So therefore you want to show them up. I am not saying that there was not a better way in which this could have been managed and dealt with. However, he did not do it. The fact that he was unavailable based on what his agent Craig Butler said, based on everything that everybody knows in a sports in a Jamaica. Now, here's the thing that a lot of persons don't realize when it comes to sports. The stars on every team, they get preferential treatment. They are treated with a kid's glove. Most stars in most sports, they have a diva-like mentality. Would we like for our athletes to be humble, especially when they come from a humble beginning? Yes, we would. However, there's a saying that goes, 7 different brothers, 7 different minds, 7 different personality. That applies appropriately as it pertains to any sorts of team. At the end of the day, it is the player that makes the team better. Yes, we would love to have athletes or stars that are humble, that follow the protocols that are team before I, like them say. There is no sorts of I in team. But the facts are these. Whenever you are a star, especially with all the struggle that Leon Bailey and his management, Craig Butler, got whenever they were trying to reach to the top, the last thing that you want is after all of your struggles for people to be disrespecting you, for you to feel as if you are not appreciated, you are unappreciated. And people like me say, he was dissing them, they were dissing him. And when we think about the JFF, it is not the most ideal body that controls any sorts of sport in Jamaica. They are just as chaotic as people would say Leon Bailey might be sometimes. So at the end of the day, once a coach is okay with Leon Bailey coming back, once the players, his teammates are okay with him coming back, then Jamaica should just accept him coming back, because that's the way it is in any sorts of sports across the spectrum, whether a NFL, whether a NBA, whether a hockey, whether a baseball, whether it is track and field, whether it is football. A star is a star, and a star is always going to act like a diva. The question that you have to ask, the pros and the cons, is the team better with or without him, even with his attitude? Then you can make a decision. Let me know in the comment section if you think that Leon Bailey should be back on the national program and why. Point blank and period.
Yes, and it's players. Oh my God.
More money in it? Want to take a double up? Want to take a double up? What is? Flight? Flight? Yes. Hold on. So you have to have more money there. You can rather get some money.
No, it's true. We never know take it.
Well, my boy grand. So I'm going to start squeezing for anything, you know. Some more money, no man. We want some more money, brother. One day. Yo, send one that.
So the next thing that is popping in the news, and based on the video that you just watched at the start of this, is of a robbery that took place at a place that is called Super Tree. Don't know exactly where that is, but it seems like some sorts of wholesale/supermarket. Did not see Mr. Pick-a-Paw, so it seems as if it is owned by some sorts of people like you and I. Now, people, obviously, these criminal elements don't really care. They are equal opportunity robber and KILLERS. Now, just imagine that you're working at some sorts of dead-end job, work a whole heap of hours for a little bit of pay. And then when you're there, you get traumatized with a whole bunch of people are running at the place, or kick down the door, or fly through the place where you serve the food. I come to the conclusion that these youths are so desperate that they would easily give away their lives. I am speaking about the robbers. Not to say that I have any sorts of problem with these criminal elements losing their life, because the quicker they can go is the better for Jamaica. But me just assure you, these people plan some sort of robbery. One person decided he was going to crawl through that little place in which them serve the customers. He would then go inside while he is crawling. Suppose and hopefully the owner had some sorts of tool. He would have been DEAD or severely injured. He was like a sitting duck trying to go through the people in place, but it shows you the type of desperation and fully doneness that is in the minds of these youths. And when they go inside, the way that they were acting as if them give people things to put on, as if them come for some sort of partner draw, them come for make some sort of withdrawal on the account that they have. So therefore, them want to read, but them never saw anything. Them a ask the money, which part the rest of money they like them give money for go put on. Now people, it is only a pity that the criminal elements that you see in this video won't be identified as soon as yesterday and won't be sent to the place of no recovery, meaning the afterlife. And not to say that I am telling these youths to be more careful or more cautious on their mission. What they don't realize is that whenever these videos go out, most of these business establishments, because of the culture in Jamaica, have some sorts of CCTV, some sorts of video camera. So when people see this, even if you haven't any sorts of mask or any sorts of kerchief over your head, people are going to say, then hold on a minute. No thief in Johnny this from down the road. People are going to easily recognize you by the way that you walk. Any sorts of difference in how you strut. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, please subscribe to my next channel. It is called Jamaica Dancehall Source. I'll be pinning the link to that channel in the description of this video. Bless up.